Do you look like this when you're trying to do your first pull-up? If you do, you're in luck because today I'm going to show you an awesome pull-up progression that you can use to achieve your first full body weight pull-up. And make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to lay out an entire 8-week program that you can use to speed up your progress. All right, let's get into it. The first exercise in this pull-up progression is a pull-up eccentric. The eccentric portion of movement is the lowering phase of movement, and this happens during a pull-up when you go from your chin over the bar down to arms overhead. During this time, your muscles are acting eccentrically, which means that they're producing force as they're getting longer or stretching. Research shows that we're actually 20 to 30% stronger on average during eccentric contractions than we are during concentric contractions, which is when you're lifting a weight or lifting your body weight. And in a pull-up, this would be when you're lifting yourself up from the bottom to getting your chin over the bar. To perform a pull-up eccentric, all you're gonna do is grab a bench or a chair and position it underneath a pull-up bar. From here, you're gonna stand on the bench or chair and put your hands on the pull-up bar in whatever grip width you would normally use when doing a pull-up. From here, you're simply going to use your legs to jump up and position yourself so that your chin is above the bar. Once you're at the top of the pull-up, you're going to slowly lower yourself down over a span of 3 to 5 seconds until your arms are straight overhead. From here, put your feet back on the bench, stand up, and then repeat this process for each successive rep. Here's what pull-up eccentrics look like in real time. The next exercise in this progression involves adding isometric holds to your pull-up eccentrics. An isometric hold is where you're holding your body or an extra load in one position without moving. Just like with the eccentrics, we're stronger when using our muscles isometrically than we are when we're lifting a weight up or lifting our body weight up. However, isometrics are a little bit weaker than eccentrics, which is why adding them to the eccentrics is a good progression from just the eccentrics by themselves. To perform the pull-up eccentrics with isometric holds, you're going to start in the same manner that you would for the pull-up eccentrics, but once you get up over the bar, you're going to pause for 2 to 3 seconds, lower yourself down about halfway, pause for another 2 to 3 seconds, lower yourself down the remaining 3/4 of the way, and then pause for an additional 2 to 3 seconds. Once you're at the bottom, you put your feet up on the bench, reset, and then jump up just like you would with the eccentrics to perform more reps. The third exercise in this pull-up progression is a leg-assisted pull-up. To perform the leg-assisted pull-up, you're going to set yourself up in a squat rack with a bar located at approximately shoulder height. You're then going to position your feet just underneath or a little bit in front of the bar and sit yourself down into the bottom of the squat, still holding onto the bar in your hands. Once you've completed the setup, you're going to keep your feet on the floor and then use your legs to assist you while pulling yourself up and then lowering yourself down like you would for a normal pull-up motion. This progression not only helps you with the lowering phase of the pull-up, but also with the lifting phase, unlike the previous 2 progressions, and it allows you to modify how much assistance you're giving yourself with your legs, so that as you're getting stronger over time, you can do less and less leg assistance. The final exercise in this pull-up progression is a band-assisted pull-up. Just like with the leg-assisted pull-up, you're going to be working through both the lowering and lifting phases of the pull-up, but this progression is harder because the band provides the most assistance at the bottom of the pull-up, where you're naturally the strongest, and the least assistance at the top of the pull-up, where you're naturally the weakest. And therefore, this is a harder progression than the leg-assisted pull-up, where you can give yourself equal assistance throughout the full motion. To set this variation up, you're going to place a bench underneath the bar like you would for the pull-up eccentrics, and then you're going to loop a resistance band around the pull-up bar that you're going to use. Once you've got the band in place, you're just going to step up onto the bench, grab the band, and place it over one foot. From here, you're going to let yourself hang off the bar and place the opposite foot in front of your other foot so that the band doesn't come off during this exercise. Once you're in place, you're simply going to perform a pull-up like you would if there was no band there. After a little while of using this pull-up progression, you should be able to build up your strength and skill enough so that you can do bodyweight pull-ups without any issue at all. However, if you're looking for a little bit more in-depth help with how to nail your first full bodyweight pull-up, I'm now going to lay out an entire 8-week program that you can use to achieve this goal. This program is going to be 8 weeks long with 2 pull-up specific training days per week. On week 1, day 1, you're going to start with pull-up eccentrics, doing 3 sets of 5 eccentric reps, using 5 seconds full rest in between each rep. This mini rest in between each rep will allow you to do a number of reps in succession without building up too much fatigue. You're then going to repeat the same set and rep scheme for pull-up eccentrics on day 2 of week 1. On week 2, you're going to start off with 3 sets of 5 pull-up eccentrics with 5 seconds rest between reps, and then you're going to add the eccentrics with isometrics for 2 sets of 3, also using 5 seconds of rest in between reps. You're going to perform these same 2 exercises on day 2 of week 2, but using 2 sets of 5 for the pull-up eccentrics and 3 sets of 4 for the eccentrics with isometrics. On week 3, day 1, we're going to start with pull-up eccentrics, doing 2 sets of 5, but hopefully without any inter-repetition rest. Then you're going to follow that up with the eccentrics with isometrics for 3 sets of 4 with 5 seconds of inter-rep rest. On day 2, we're going to start with the eccentrics with isometrics for 3 sets of 4 with 5 seconds rest in between reps, and then we're going to add in the leg assisted pull-ups for the first time, doing 2 sets of 4 reps using as much assistance from your legs as is necessary to complete the reps while still making it challenging. On day 1 of week 4, we're going to do the eccentrics with isometrics for 3 sets of 4 without any rest in between reps, and then we'll do the leg assisted pull-ups for 2 sets of 4 to 6 reps depending on your amount of fatigue. On day 2 of week 4, we're going to only do the leg assisted pull-ups, but we're going to bump this up to 4 sets of 4 to 6 reps, again using only as much assistance from your legs as is necessary. Week 5, we're only going to use leg assisted pull-ups for our main pull-up variation, but for day 1, you're going to do 4 sets of 6, and on day 2, you're going to do 5 sets of 6 to 8, aiming for the upper end of that rep range. On week 6, day 1, we're going to do 5 sets of 6 to 8 reps for the leg assisted pull-ups, and on day 2, we're going to do 3 sets of 8 for leg assisted pull-ups, and then 3 sets of 3 for the band assisted pull-ups. Just like with the leg assisted pull-ups, I only want you using as much band assistance as is necessary for you to complete the reps, but it should still be moderately challenging. On week 7, you're going to start off with 3 sets of 8 leg assisted pull-ups and then 3 sets of 4 band assisted pull-ups. On day 2, we're only going to do band assisted pull-ups, but for 3 sets of 5 reps. Ideally, as you go through these weeks, you'll be using less and less leg assistance and band assistance. On week 8, you're going to do 3 sets of 6 for band assisted pull-ups, and then on day 2, you're going to do your first actual full body weight pull-up. If you found the information in this video to be helpful, please hit that like button. Let me know below what other exercise breakdowns you would like to see, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future training and injury related videos.